Yep.
Seem real now? You're here?
Yeah, it does. It seems, everything's last minute. Everything's going in. We haven't got home plate in yet, but by game time tomorrow, this place is going to be rocking, so it should be ready to go.
How do you feel about everything? Just getting here finally.
It's kind of surreal. It's like you're trying to think about it too much, and all of a sudden the day's here, and it's like we're back, and now we're going to play Stanford. It's great. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a great experience. First game in a new stadium, and pumped.
Any nerves from the players at all? Have they got some extra adrenaline going or anything?
We haven't really been on the field yet to be able to tell, but I'm sure they're going to be, there's a lot of family coming in. There's a lot of, media, a lot of expectations, I suppose, coming off a big weekend against Stanford. But I think we just got to enjoy the experience. This only happens once, a brand new stadium, first weekend, first game, first series. So we just want to enjoy the experience and play like we can.
Only bleacher seats the rest of the year already. What's that mean to you?
Oh, that's huge. I mean, going back when we first came into the program, we're lucky to get 300 people in the stands, and just to see it build and get the following and support from the media and administration and all the hard work and the donors, it's just tremendous. I mean, I'm over the moon, and hopefully we can continue to build it, where it continues to grow. It's a great sport to watch, and it's very exciting. The ladies are just fantastic.
Mike, everybody's going to see this, but could you talk about what the amenities are going to mean to you, everything else you get with this?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got cameras all around so we can videotape our players, and obviously, we can scout and everything else. And then inside the player performance center, there's, cameras in there as well, so we can do things like analyze hitting and pitching and just a lot of stuff we can do as far as on the technical side of things. And then, of course, with recruiting and bringing recruits in, now you got the wow factor. It's not just on paper. And of course there's a lot of branding to go up yet. Nobody needs finished, but once everything is in place, it should be great.
I know you haven't played on the field yet, obviously, but do you know the nooks and crannies of the ballpark? Like how it plays or any advantages like that?
Not yet. Our first practice is going to be in about 15 minutes right now, and of course, the curvature is a little bit different. It's like a baseball field where you see it kind of curves down towards the foul poles. So the ball's going to run down that fence line, so we're going to have to kind of maybe not chase it so hard in the corners. So there's some little things out there that are going to be a little bit different, but we're excited to see a little longer fence, 200 feet in left and right and 220 in center.
What do you want to see from practice today that's perhaps different than a normal practice?
Well, I mean, we're going to be out there just seeing what the ball's going to bounce like, what's it going to roll like. The infield itself hasn't been down but a week, so it could be a little uneven in spots, but, it's... we're used to playing on different fields. We don't always go to other people's stadiums. Sometimes we play on public fields, and you don't know what you're going to get there either. So what we've got to concentrate on is that it's going to be the same for both teams. No one really we don't have a home field advantage yet, I would say, other than the crowd and the fans. But as far as the playing surface and environment, we don't really have that advantage yet.
Go
ahead.
Last weekend in Seattle, it was almost like your pitching was in reverse. I mean, the relievers, I think, pitched more total in the game. Do you foresee that coming this year? Was that an aberration last week?
Yeah, I think what I may do is start somebody for an inning and then yank them, right? But, you just don't know what you're going to get sometimes. Obviously, Sheridan's still figuring some things out. I was really pleased to see the way she came in Monday night. She did very well, gave up one hit in almost 4 innings. That was tremendous. It's more like the old Sheridan. So I think that she is getting stronger. It's just not happening as quick as she wants. But we still have full confidence in her, and we know that going forward we have to have Sheridan Hawkins pitching well. So that's our main goal. I'm confident with Jerry-Ann Glasgow. She really showed some good stuff coming in, and I think that's the role she's at best, is that middle relief, late relief type pitcher. And Megan Kleiss can start. She's still a freshman. She's still trying to figure it all out. Sometimes I think when she gets the ball up, she gets hit a little bit, she doesn't adjust. And so we're going to work on that part of it. But what I like about Kleiss is that when we do try to make adjustments, she listens and she's able to work on those adjustments and make the adjustments.
Offensively in Seattle, obviously Monday was not too bad of a day for you guys, putting up 16 runs. Coming into this ballpark, Stanford and all that fun stuff, where do you like your offense right now?
Well, obviously I'm really excited, or have been all year, about the 1, 2, 3 hitters, with Gillespie, Udria, and Costa. They've just been pretty solid all year. But now we're starting to see Lily start to hit the ball. We're starting to see Glasgow coming through. Decker, she's been doing awesome. It hasn't struck out all year. And then Savekis coming on. I mean, we are deep. I mean, we're blessed. We've got some hitters batting in the lower part of our lineup that could start for anybody in the top 4. So that makes us very dangerous, I think. And we've shown that. We've come back from a number of times being down, and we've been able to hit home runs throughout the order. We don't have anybody with 15, 16 home runs, but we have a lot of people with 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's pretty cool to see, and I think that way we're dangerous.
Mike, how's this compared to other fields, Division I fields around the country?
Well, definitely on the West Coast we're the best, and I think we're probably one of the best in the country. We'll see as we go, and we get to use it more as a facility. But and of course, once we get 1,500 fans in the stands here, and then 1,000 more in the outfield, we'll really start to see what the field sound, how loud is it going to be? What's the atmosphere like? Those types of things. Of course, this is always a great setting here, but I guess the parts of the ballpark haven't shown themselves yet unless we get fans in there and there's an actual game being played. So we'll find out.
There used to be some great stories at Washington State basketball when George Raveling was the coach. He used to fly the recruits into Spokane at night. And so he'd drive them down through the farm country so they wouldn't see how boring it was to get to Pullman and stuff. And did you ever avoid having recruits see the old field?
Yeah, well, not so much the field sometimes, but we'd steer clear of the mat court basement a little bit sometimes. What we started to do was put our flashy uniforms down there and show them the uniforms and not the actual. But we did spruce up downstairs with the help of the administration. They helped us spruce it up, so it didn't look quite so bad. But obviously, we were due for a new place, and hopefully, the wait's going to be worth it.
When did you first start thinking, or asking for if it was possibly a new stadium or wanting a new stadium?
Well, when I first got the job back in 2009, they asked me if I needed a new stadium to be able to get a winning program, and I said no, that doesn't matter. But obviously, back in my mind, I was hoping we'd get a new stadium, because we were due for it. And then as time went on, we started really kind of push, and then Lisa Peterson coming in, our SWA or administrator. She really pushed it. She listened to us. She listened to my concerns about falling behind in recruiting, and not only just us, but the whole Pac-12. There's more and more recruits that go into the SEC because of their facilities and everything. That we really needed to be able to have a facility that was worthy of being one of the top clubs in the country.